Welcome back to the channel, Red Dirt Designs. On today's video, I'm going to show you how you can cut out vinyl with your Cricut larger than your mat to where you can create projects like this. To get started, I'm going to open up Google and search for Swin Housing. I'm going to find their logo and save it in my computer so I can open it up in Cricut Design Space. As you can see, they have beautiful Airbnbs in the Medicine Lodge, South Central Kansas area. They have monthly, weekly, and daily rentals available for your needs. So if you're in the South Central Kansas area and you need a place to stay, look them up. This brings me to their Facebook page where I can steal their cover photo, which is their logo that they wanted me to make. I'm going to go ahead and save it into my computer, and then we're going to open up Cricut Design Space. We're going to start a new project. We're going to go down the bottom left hand corner, hit upload, go to upload image, click browse. And then we're going to go to my folder that I saved the picture in and click on the picture. And then we're going to do a simple image type. Hit continue. Now we're going to go and click on the background remover tool in the top left. And then you just click on the background. Anywhere you click, it will remove the background, leaving just the image, which is all we need. If you enjoyed the video so far, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Now we're going to go ahead and zoom in on the photo, make sure we didn't miss anything. Now I can get in here in some of these smaller spots and make sure I get all of them removed, otherwise it will not cut it out. After you're finished, hit apply and continue. We need to make it a cuttable image, so click cut image and then upload. Now we need to select the image. Once it's highlighted, add to canvas. Now that we're finished in Cricut Design Space, let's go ahead and get our canvas prepped. We're doing the project on a 24 by 36 inch black canvas. The canvas is prepped, but we're going to go ahead and do some touching up with some black acrylic paint to make sure it looks nice and clean for the customer. Now that we're in my shop, I'm going to go ahead and measure and see just how big I want to make my logo. The image is larger than the mat, so we're going to bring in a square in the shapes in the bottom left. We're going to need to unlock it to get it to the correct size of our mat. So we're going to click on the width and change it to 11.5, and the height will be 23.5. This is the exact measurements to cut it on this size mat. It will take 3 of these mats in order to get the 3-foot span. Here I'm just trying to butt them up as close as I can together. You want to get them to where they're almost touching. Zoom in and get it as tight as you can get it. That's the key to this trick. Now we're going to bring our image over the top. We need to move it to the front. You can right click and go down to send to front. Now you can slide the image over the top of your mats, and then we can drag to resize it. I want to get it to 33 inches wide. Now it's ready to be cut at 33 inches wide. Here's the different mats that we have. Let's change the color by selecting the box in the top right. We can change the colors of each mat. That way, whenever we do this next step, it'll make it easier to identify which mat is which. Now we need to select our image, hit shift, and then select our first mat, which is our green mat, and then we're going to hit slice in the bottom right hand corner. Once you've made the slice, you're going to see that it's going to bring in a lot more images. We no longer need the green mat or the slice of the green image. So we're going to hide both of those. You still want to keep your logo, but now it is cut as a separate image that's an 11.5 in size or less. Now that the green one's done, we need to repeat the process with the blue mat. We're going to highlight both and hit slice. And we're going to hide the blue mat and hide the cut of the blue. And then next we're going to need to do the red mat. So I'm going to click the image, hit shift, and click the red mat. Hit slice. And then we need to find the cut. They're both the red, and we're going to hide both of these as well. Now all we have left is the Swin Housing logo. Now all three of our slices are made. Now we have all of our images in cuttable sizes that we can manage. By clicking on the eye on the side, we can see which is which, so we know what image is what. You can see now they're all cut into 3 separate images that can all be placed on a mat and actually fit to make this possible. Now we're ready to make this image, so let's click Make It in the top right corner. Now you can see it needs the 24-inch mat and a 12-inch mat. It could actually fit on 3 12-inch mats, but I would rather do a 24-inch mat and a 12-inch mat to make 2 different cuts rather than doing 3, since I have the 24-inch mat. So now I'm going to go ahead and load the machine and go ahead and start the cut. I want to make sure the machine's set on vinyl. I'm going to select it and I'm going to start the cut. I have this process sped up about 200 times. Now we're ready for the second cut, so I'm prepping my next mat. It's the 12-inch mat. I'm going to load the machine and start the second cut. Hit the finish button on the Cricut design space and we're completely finished. We need to eject it from the machine. Looks good. Now it's time to weed our material. I'm using an X-Acto knife, but you can use the Cricut weeding tool. I also have this process sped up for your time's sake. Now that we have our image cut out and weeded, it's time to do the transfer. I'm putting a transfer tape over the top of the vinyl. I want to try to make sure I lay this down smooth and try to get rid of all the air bubbles. Once I have all 3 of them transfer taped, then I need to separate the backing of the vinyl and leave it onto the transfer tape. Now it's time to transfer the vinyl onto the canvas. I measured and put little tape tabs to make sure I keep my image centered. I also later on will take a square to this to make sure I've got it square as well. There you have it. Now it's time to go back out to the shop, start masking this off, and start airbrushing. Now that I have it masked off, I'm going to go ahead and paint white over the entire image, and I'll paint green later on. The white will help the green to stand out. Now that I'm finished with the white, it's time for this awesome green. Right here, I'm just doing a quick mask job to get it ready for the green to go on. I'm using Krylon matte finish to go over and protect this project. We're going to hit it with 2 coats. Here's the finished project. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.